Oh, boy.
God, I love this
Is it
song.
April 1st?
No, you don't, Chuck.
No, I hate
No,
this
you
song.
absolutely don't.
Welcome to the Friday Matinee on your hometown station, AM 1220 KHTS. I'm taking the lead from our rebel station manager who only has a couple hours left
Nothing
here.
to do. This was Peter Marquez. That's a Peter
This was
Marquez.
a Peter
Yeah, but
thing?
you played it this morning, so that's the thing. This is the Friday Matinee on your hometown station, AM 1220 KHTS. My name is George Cummings, and my co-host and Instagram sensation,
Oh, yeah.
T. Katz.
Thanks to you. Yes, hello.
Welcome to the, where are we? Friday Matinee. This is a special edition. It's kind of a special day. First of all, we are celebrating the fact that the Hometown Morning Show is expanding
Well, yes.
till 10 o'clock.
It's all about you, George.
Beginning Monday, and I think that is very exciting.
Let's talk
And-
about what you're going to do in the
what are you
extra
doing
hour.
here? What are you doing here, Kyle? Actually, it is Kyle Jellings, our fearless leader's last day on this planet. And by this planet, I
Wow.
mean KHTS
Yes.
planet. And we also have our new, is it Operations Director?
what is your
Operations
title?
is your
I don't really
Dance
know.
parties.
We hand those out. So what'd
Okay.
you get out of the
I
cookie?
think I got operations director.
I think,
All right, okay.
I think that's what it is.
Obergruppenführer looks good on a business card, though, and on a
nice.
resume.
I like that, actually.
Chuck P, by the way, here we go.
All right. I get applause.
Yeah, you didn't get any.
Yeah, Kyle didn't get any.
Kyle got it. Okay, there you go.
Nice.
Oh, but then they cry at the end, so that's fitting.
That's true.
That was nice.
So this is kind of a special thing because first of all, we are saying goodbye to Kyle Jellings, and it's actually bittersweet because the Jellyman Hour had its last show today.
It's true.
And a more fitting way to go out than to interview a funeral services company.
They actually didn't show up.
Oh wow! It must have.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
Oh, that would have been great.
You know, and I had already said that.
Thoroughly bum
that,
everyone out.
that someone said we were having cake for your last day, and I said that's a little too celebratory for me. I think it's more like a funeral. A deli platter was more. So that would have made sense if you were interviewing.
Well, I guess business is booming. In
funeral.
2016, I mean, it's been kind of crazy for the,
Musicians
the
anyway.
industry,
They're
yeah. So
over and over.
They
we keep
specialize in
losing.
rock musicians. I can see why they're not.
100% of the flashback artists have died.
Yes.
So far.
So far.
Yeah, so far on the station. Yeah.
Hashtag bring back the flashback.
Yeah.
We've been, George and I have a movement. It's a groundswell.
Hashtag Carl did it.
Yeah.
But we are here with Chuck P.
This is inside baseball. This is
Yeah.
a little inside baseball
little
that's
bit.
happening right here.
But I want to talk a little bit. Let's focus. We've interviewed you enough, Kyle. You've been on the radio, and shut your mic off.
But Chuck is a radio guy. You came to us. This was like your background. You had probably the first question is: have you ever seen WKRP in Cincinnati?
I have.
Is that us? That's sort of you've
Religiously,
moved
yeah.
now into
No,
those
for sure.
offices.
Your resemblance
Yeah.
to Venus flytrap is uncanny. T.
Hey.
I started in.
I was born in 86.
Oh, shut up. He loves to rub that in whenever he can.
Baby.
Punk.
I started in a town called Moses Lake, Washington. 12,000 people.
Wow.
And that was my first year and a half in radio. So trust me,
Yeah.
more
Well,
WKRP than this place.
Right. Okay. So then the progression was this isn't a bad thing that you're here with us now.
Not
but
at
then
all.
where did you go after that?
I came
a
to Los
lateral move.
Angeles actually to Pirate Radio. I don't know if you guys
Yes,
remember.
absolutely.
that.
Loved Pirate Radio.
I was there for the last 3 years of that station.
Wow.
Yeah, it was a lot
Is
of
it
fun.
your fault? Are you the Grim Reaper?
I was pretty
Is
much
this our
yeah.
future?
You know what's actually kind of scary is I've been at the station, like one of the last standing employees at 3 of the stations that I've worked at in my career.
I don't know if that's the
Very-
testimony
Good luck,
to the
guys.
Right.
station
Yeah. Sorry,
or
guys.
to you.
gotta-
Good time to jump, Kyle.
Yeah, better check out that resume. Make sure I got it up to date. Well, this is exciting. So, did you? 'Cause we touched very briefly about college radio, and is that where you got your start?
No, actually, I started in commercial radio.
Wow.
Yeah, I was at a friend's house, and his mother, her best friend, was a salesperson for the local radio station up there. And I answered the phone at my friend's house, and I was just being a goofball. I was like, "Hello, this is," I forget his last name even, but the so-and-so residence. And the person on the other line said, "Who's this?" I said, "Oh, I'm sorry. I'm Chuck. I'm Todd's friend." He's like,
What are you wearing? Oh, no, that's not what he said. Sorry.
although that would have been nice. No, she said, "Wow, you have such a lovely voice. Have you thought about getting into radio?" I was like, "No."
I'm a little tall to get inside that little box, but okay.
No, she said, come on down to the radio station and apply. And so I went down there in shorts and a t-shirt and
Wow,
hey,
first job
I
interview?
want to get a job. Hi. And yeah, they said no. But then
Lessons in life.
she called me back and said, come back in again, dress up
Dress
nice,
properly.
and exactly. And I got a job. I was running the high school games.
I almost want to highlight, underline, and italicize what you just said because because a lot of times you'll see a young person come in and they're in the flip-flops and it's like, you can't do that. You have to go in and act like you want something that you're going in for. So that works.
We do get the interns that come in, and there was one girl that came in flip-flops and like not a tube, but maybe a halter kind of thing. I'm like, this isn't going to go well. And literally like 7 minutes later, she left.
Out the door. Dress for success. It's the truth. It's the truth. It's the truth.
Like that is not going to sit well with the person who is interviewing her. So anyway, and that's true. But just off and on, you've been doing it, or has it been mostly part of a major part of your career? Or?
This June it'll be 27 years.
Wow.
Nonstop.
But that was behind the mic, and you're not
29 years old.
Oh, stop it! Kick it, will you?
He
He
keeps
keeps rubbing it in your face.
Rubbing it in. Yeah.
But so that was
Turn
behind
this
the
kid's
mic.
mic
What's your favorite part of
knew how.
radio? Was it in behind the mic, or
It's kind of everything, to be honest. I think I kind of consider myself a utility guy because I like to do a little bit of everything in radio. I've
the
done
Batman of radio?
Yeah, and honestly, the operations position is exactly that. When I was working at Indy 103.1, I don't know if you guys know about that station.
Another station that closed, right?
That went off the air. Last guy standing. Hello. They. I started out just doing a show, and then I started doing the commercial production, and then the imaging, and then sitting on music meetings, and so I was doing many, many things at one station, and I loved it, and that was what I started to pursue after that. And this place is exactly that. Granted, Kyle's tentacles go deep in everything here.
You said tentacles, right?
Yeah, tentacles. But I just got
George
that.
Cummings, ladies and gentlemen.
Very good. No wonder you're in the morning. That makes a lot of sense.
He's a morning wacky guy.
Yeah, what in the morning? But yeah, so that's kind of the job I've been wanting. Since
well, we're glad you're here. I'm not gonna lie, it's a tough transition to have someone go who's been. I mean, when I first started, Kyle was the first 4-letter word I knew because every time I'd make a mistake,
and bad.
Kyle!
the first of many, I'm sure.
Yeah.
No, that's true. That's really when you're new, and that was me too. It was Jason and Kyle, but then Jason was gone, and that was how I got to know Kyle because he was the one behind the mic and kind of showed me how to do stuff, and it really was Kyle.
Constantly,
exactly.
and a calm presence. He's always been that person. Don't panic. And then after you'd make a mistake, he'd say, "All right, pack your stuff and get out."
Like when
I fired T so many times.
So many times.
Nice.
So many times.
I'm
But now
forward to
that
it.
when you were coming in, this was one of those things where it's like, oh, what's the new guy going to be like? And so far, everybody likes you.
But then again, we don't spend much time with you.
I was going to say, yeah, you still don't know me very well. But actually, interestingly enough, that guy you just mentioned, Jason, my cousin.
I love that.
Yeah,
I love that.
So
but
Jason
full
Endicott,
circle.
former afternoon show host and former station manager.
Who this clearly wasn't dangerous enough for him. He had to move where things want to kill you every moment of every day.
Unbelievable.
Right?
Yeah, crazy.
Selfish.
I would have thought this was enough.
Australia with a wonderful job, and his beautiful wife is going to medical school. And just thinks, I'm sorry it didn't work out for him, really.
Yeah, right,
bummer.
right.
Biggest mistake he ever made leaving this place.
But I'm glad that he steered you to us, and now you'll be a part of this. And I couldn't imagine a nicer guy if he was going to yell at you and make you cry because I'm the one with the handkerchief in the bag. You're a good guy to do that.
Again, you
I'll take
barely
that.
know me. So
I've tried several times. Several times in the past 2 weeks. It's been weird.
Yeah, a little weird.
Yeah.
Did you use my
The
handkerchief?
Kyle corner is where I curl up into the fetal position.
Nice.
That's it.
Yeah.
Are you gonna like donate that to one of us?
Yeah,
I'd
we're
like
going to
to.
open it up for everybody.
Oh, good,
actually.
good.
Lots of
Kyle
people will be
Corner.
coming there soon. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the goal.
So I was going to say, radio. Do you like talk radio? Do you like music? What's do you have a-
music was kind of the thing that I really got into when I was really young. MTV, watched it religiously and listened.
Oh, that's
to all
the one
kinds of
with all
music.
the reality TV
Shut
shows.
up.
So that's who we have to pressure George for the flashback. That guy right there.
I love
now we have a
flashbacks.
target.
No, we got to go. We got to hit big. We got to hit big.
No, I'm into it. Yeah, and I've worked with some talk radio stations in the past, but I haven't done talk radio.
Yeah.
It's not something that I pursued. But I love politics, follow it religiously. Rarely talk about.
Well, let's get into that.
Yeah, no.
let's
Rarely
not.
talk.
Let's open it up. Let's change the format of Friday Matinee
George
to
George
Friday,
and I. No politics, no sports.
Friday Talking
Although
Heads.
sports are entertaining.
Yeah.
Are you a
You're-
sports
they're
guy?
not.
I forgot
They're
to
not
ask
either.
that.
Love football and
okay.
love to watch baseball as well. That's
Okay.
pretty much it.
Okay.
And watch the Olympics when that comes
Do you
out.
eat the food when you go? Because I'm really curious about the food at baseball.
No.
That's the only reason to go.
Really?
Right?
It's the only reason to go.
No, not into the food. It's
But
all
not the-
about
not
He's a
the
fitness guy.
franchises.
He does. He's a fitness guy.
Really?
So he doesn't do.
So eat the healthy stuff.
Only the past couple of years.
Oh, we can be friends.
He makes me feel bad about myself every time I have a piece of bread.
Oh, I heard about
anything like
fat
that.
shaming.
Oh no,
I heard
no!
about the fat
I
shaming.
only fat shamed him when he opened up the little Ritz cracker with the cheese in the
Yeah,
middle,
and it got weird.
And I just looked at the back of the package and said, "Do you know how many servings are in this package?"
I said, what
As you're like, no, the last one.
was that? Sorry, I can't hear you.
Serving size is in my hand.
And this is the guy with a 6-pound bag of M&Ms in his office.
A serving size is whatever it takes to fill you up.
Yeah,
All right.
exactly.
I'm not going to let the government tell me.
sleep.
That's like, cereal. They said serving size, like, what is it? It doesn't even feel like getting where, like, it's a quarter of the bowl. To me, a serving size, no matter how big the bowl is, it has to peak at least a half inch above the top of the bowl.
Nice.
And then the milk has to go about more than
This is more
2/3 of the way.
engineering than
Quarter
food.
of an inch from the top, I think.
That's right.
The milk.
That's
Absolutely.
right.
It's the best
so,
part.
Whole milk, right?
So
Yeah,
there's
whole
no
milk.
fat
So
shaming.
you have a system for cereal, yet you claim you don't have the OCD that I know I have.
No,
But you have a system.
It's more
for
of an
that.
anal retentiveness
All
than
right,
an OCD, just to tell you.
those are your words,
Just
not
to tell
mine.
you.
I'll be.
Can I say that? Did I just
handing
say
them
it
back
on the
later.
air?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's okay.
He said tentacles earlier.
Oh, that's true.
Yes, you did.
So this is going well. But,
Wait, this is a Friday matinee. We're supposed to talk about what?
it's arts and entertainment show.
So we should
Okay.
talk about what we should talk about is Chuck. Apparently we're talking about Chuck this hour,
Right.
which is I don't
It's
care.
artful and entertaining.
I don't even care.
But Chuck asked me, you were
Friday's
talking
Chuck
about, because you said, when you said it's an arts and entertainment show, could we talk about comic book movies? So what is it about comic book movies that you wanted? I mean, are you like a fan of them or?
Oh, the comics first and then the movie, or comic book movies?
Both simultaneously.
Most available, by the way, to be seen when they come out at Edwards, either in Valencia or Candy Country.
Okay.
There we go. There's your Santa Clarita connection.
There you
So
go.
see,
And
what
that's
you
where
get.
I go. I go to the BTC.
Okay, so you like comics?
And
That
you have an
was
abbreviation for it.
Oh, heck yeah, buddy.
Look at you.
Valencia Town Center?
Wow.
Man.
VTC.
BTC
It
and
sounds
the
so
SCV.
scary.
Not to be confused
This
with
is actually disturbing.
Yeah, it's getting weird.
the OTN.
Okay,
Yeah.
so you
No, when I
like
was a
comic
kid-
books?
Yeah, when I was a kid, I used to read comic books religiously. X-Men was my favorite, and then of course, the X-Men movie came out in the 90s, and Hugh Jackman was literally Wolverine. I was stunned when I saw him play Wolverine because that was my favorite character, and I was like, they'll
He did it,
never get
nailed
a
it.
guy who can do that,
Nailed
and he
it.
was perfect at it. And then I've just been, watching every single instance.
I admit I've never seen an X-Men movie.
Oh, really?
Never seen one. I don't see too many of those. I saw the original
You don't
Spider-Man's
eat
when it came out, the
vegetables,
first
so
two.
this is really not a big stretch for me that you don't.
I saw
do
the
that
first
either.
two Spider-Man. Didn't see the new ones. Didn't see the third one. With
There were
Tobey
actually
Maguire.
there were three. Yeah, with
Yeah,
the Tobey.
it's confusing.
Yeah.
And then the only I think I saw Captain America.
Yeah, great
I
one.
saw the first two Iron Men.
Yep.
First one was great. Second one was kind of
Iron
silly.
Mans.
Iron Mans.
Yeah.
Iron Man.
Now,
Iron Man.
my
and the first Avengers movie.
My husband
Yes.
collects them, and there's
Comic
a thing
books?
about it. Oh yeah, we have
Serious
24
collector.
gigantic
Cool.
boxes. So, do you walk in the universe of either DC or Marvel, or do you kind of love them
With
all
comic
together?
books, I was definitely a Marvel guy.
Okay.
Because X-Men was my favorite. But with the movies, I'll watch them.
You like 'em all?
All of them. Yeah. Watchmen was probably one of my most favorite adaptations from comic book to
Now,
movie.
did you see the more recent edgy Deadpool? Did you love
Oh, yeah,
Deadpool? Love
yeah.
Deadpool.
Huge
I
fan
love
of
Deadpool.
That was
Yeah.
a Clint
I have
Eastwood
comic
movie
books.
too, actually. So they ripped
Yeah,
off of
this
Clint
was-
Eastwood.
Yeah,
Wait,
it's about Clint
that's
Eastwood.
right.
Yeah.
But
Everything old is new
Wait,
again.
Clint Eastwood played Deadpool?
Yes.
Played Deadpool.
It was
Had
like
a
the
mask on.
it was-
Who would know?
It was like how they're talking about the fifth Raiders of the Lost Ark. This was like the fourth Dirty Harry movie that should not have been made.
Right. Right.
It's like
Oh, yeah,
okay.
how do we feel
he
about
turned
the new
into-
Raiders?
He turned into Chuck Bronson by then. Just let's just. I'm a cop, but then it's really let's not worry about anybody's constitutional rights. Let's just start shooting people.
Yeah.
How
There
do
he
we
goes,
feel
getting
about
political again.
the new Raiders
George.
of the Lost Ark?
The new Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Raiders of the Where Are My Lost Keys? Because that's what
Like the
so many
upcoming
years
one
later.
or the
yeah,
last
no,
one?
there's a new one.
As long as Shia LaBeouf isn't in it, I'll be
Yeah,
fine.
yeah, we're good. Yeah.
Lee.
No, he
Yeah.
was awful.
I didn't.
Swinging in trees with monkeys and
Yeah, I mean, it was just too cartoony.
Yeah.
It was like almost a parody of the first.
I
three.
thought the second one wasn't very good until I saw it like half a dozen
Temple of
times it
Doom.
came out.
It was a prequel,
The first
actually.
one was very, very good.
It was a prequel.
Second one
Wow, look at you go.
was Steven Spielberg's girlfriend at the time, who became his wife. So
Kate
that's how
Capshaw?
she got them.
Yeah.
I think we
But,
should be a comic book. I think someone should make a comic book
Absolutely.
of KHTS. Don't you think that would
that's
be?
what I'm
video
doing
is.
here.
Okay.
That's actually.
But I just lost Kyle. But I think, I did see the one with Sean Connery, which I saw it when it came out, so I
League
don't
of
remember much about it.
Gentlemen?
No.
That's
Oh, I love that.
Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade.
Oh, right.
Indiana Jones, the
I
League of
forgot what
Oh,
Extraordinary
he was
talking about for a
was he his dad?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then I didn't watch the last one because at this point,
Well, now he's going to be somebody's dad.
and then
Who will be his kid?
You didn't miss anything.
Indiana
okay,
Jones.
and then I think that at this point, Harrison Ford, fine actor, a legacy of awesome movies and a couple of bad ones, but mostly a legacy of really good movies. That was Star Wars. Okay, it was fine to have him come back, although I saw that coming.
He lost me when he got the earring. Oh,
But I don't understand any reason whatsoever to bring him back as a 75-year-old Indiana Jones. I
don't know.
Except
I don't
for
know.
cha-ching.
Yeah,
Or
that's gonna be.
passing the torch.
yeah.
That's the word.
And
That's
he's
what's happening.
pretty amazing.
And I hear Chris Pratt is actually in the running.
I
for
love
it.
him.
like
I
a-
adore him.
He's
Now,
perfect.
Kyle, did you ever see the new Star Wars? Because
I still haven't seen it.
Oh.
Yeah.
You still
So
haven't seen that?
Well,
I
at
went to
this-
go see it, and then it was out of the theaters.
It's
at
going to
this
be out
point-
digitally in like
In a week,
2
so,
weeks.
yeah.
Yeah, but
So
you know
now
what?
it's
on
Netflix
DVD?
will have it available for like $99 or something stupid like that. No, Amazon.
Pre-order.
will. Amazon.
Yeah, I already
will.
You get it for like $20.
Yeah,
Yeah?
$20.
Oh, because
on,
Amazon usually
iTunes.
sticks it to you.
It's about the price of admission and popcorn.
That's about
about
right.
the same.
It was $20 is the price of admission.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tarzan, have you seen the new?
Popcorn, if you pick it up off of the
water.
floor when no one's looking.
That's what
Oi,
Eleanor
is
does.
how that works.
Eleanor does that in the theater.
Oi.
Yeah, that's
She's learning early.
yeah, she's in this economy. You gotta do
Eleanor,
what
You
you
know
gotta
what?
do.
Eleanor, your 3-year-old
Ellen-
daughter.
She's like in this economy, and then she starts eating it up.
Eleanor is the brightest little 3-year-old I know because poor Kyle.
Yes,
if
this happened last night.
should be a public service announcement. Someone stole his bike.
That's true.
Off of his
Last
porch
night,
last
yeah.
night. And
If
so
you were on
we're,
Facebook, you would have read that.
Yeah, we're unhappy about that. But the 3-year-old
Eleanor.
daughter, the little Sassosaurus, as Kyle calls her,
Yes.
came in and said, what was her response?
She said, "Poppy, someone stole your bike. I think it was the government."
Wow. She's learning early.
So
You know what?
good.
I think the entire Jellings family actually should have their own reality show because you got Calvin, who what was it was a Maroon 5 song, and he's doing something, sitting down, being drawing or doing something.
yeah, he was writing down. He said in the middle, it was "Moves Like Jagger."
Yeah.
and he was doing homework, and he said, "Mommy, I have to dance." And so he got off the table and just broke it down.
And then Kyle has his lovely wife Paula on for the first time ever.
Yeah, first
on the
time
radio
ever
this
on
morning.
the radio. This
And
is
then,
the first
and then
time.
he says, "What song? Do you want me to play you a song? Yeah. Do you have Tupac?
Yeah,
I
she
mean,
was wondering if we had
this
any
is-
Tupac.
Sweet.
Which
Street
obviously
cred. She's
tells
a
me your
keeper.
wife in the last 4.5, almost 5 years has never listened to the radio, never listened to your show, doesn't know anything about where you work,
You know
probably
what?
doesn't even have the address
That's
to this
for a
place.
good marriage right there, Chucky.
Outstanding. Good job, Paula. But here's my thing about comic book movies is why is it that they always have to destroy all or part of some sort of major metropolitan city? And it's usually
This
New
coming
York.
from, I'd just like to point this out, coming from George, who says, I didn't really like Up because it wasn't realistic enough.
I was referring to
Okay,
all
so
that
just so
helium.
you know.
How would he be able to store all that helium? That's
Yeah.
my deal.
No, I got you, George.
Okay,
I
then
understand.
Why
but
does every Disney fairy tale have to kill off the parents? Every time I take my kid to a
grief.
movie, it's like I feel very nervous
Walt
now.
Disney,
Like, are
Walt
they going to
Disney hated
wonder
his parents.
in the middle
Well,
of the
there you
night?
go.
Well, he didn't make a lot of those stories. Those were Grimm's brothers.
His
and-
mother died as a result. True story. His mother died as a result of a house that was built and there was like a gas leak and something. I mean, it was a real tragic thing. So I'm sure that's why.
Seriously?
Wow.
So yeah, something
Walt
really
Disney.
awkward.
Never heard of that.
Something
Oh,
really
well,
awkward.
that's
Then he
dark.
created
I
the
think
happiest
that's
place
how
on
it-
earth.
I'm just making it
Oh,
up.
you just made
no,
it
no, actually, I did hear something like that. I have to look it up to make sure because I've got
You
some
can't
Disney
say
fan
that
out
on
there.
the air if you didn't check it first.
No,
George.
we're okay with it. We're okay with
Yeah,
it.
it's okay.
Yeah, we're okay with it.
You are not Wikipedia.
I saw the biography on it. It was something that was very, very tragic.
Wow, that is terrible.
I can't remember the
But
exact
why is it
circumstance.
bad that they destroy the
are the
cities?
Tom
Maybe
Hanks
there were a lot
movies.
of strip malls and they need, new architecture.
I never saw it.
That's not a bad thing. They're doing a favor. That's a lot of money to destroy stuff. Do you ever try to look into tearing a house down and starting over? You get one good superhero to come in, clear a path.
That's a good point.
Yeah?
It's a fair point.
Yeah.
What about the
So-
streets? That's our tax dollars at work. Here we go, political again.
Here we
Well,
go.
I would say,
So,
I would
okay.
say because that's what happens in the comic books.
I was a Marvel fan as a kid too. I loved the Avenger comic books at the time, and Iron Man, and I used to have the ones where he went through the alcoholic thing too. I had
yeah?
those. My friend borrowed them and then sold them.
That's called stealing.
Wow.
That was air quotes. He stole things.
Yes.
That's what that
Air
means.
quotes.
But DC though, I fell for the death of Superman. and then ended up selling that for much less than I paid for it. But I've never found, except for the one in 1978, which is kitschy and very 70s now looking back on it, there has not been a good Superman movie, period.
I would have to agree with you.
I
mean, the first one with Christopher Reeve was kind of magical because
he was
Kind of
dreamy.
groundbreaking.
well,
when
it was
came
just
out.
really good
It's like
effects.
a Woody Allen movie with Superman, kind of. It was kind of cool.
It was good effects at the time.
good
The
point.
end of it was ridiculous, though, when he spun the Earth.
Anybody can do
backwards.
that.
Spoiler alert.
That's like every
There you
Star
go.
Trek.
If you haven't seen it, you deserve a spoiler.
And every Star Trek movie that has the time-space continuum thing. So that's like a cop-out. But yeah, that's true. You're right. But it was good. And, Gene Hackman and then all the rest of them went downhill from there.
Yeah.
But the new ones, I even watched the one with Kevin Costner. Kevin Costner couldn't say it. By the way, if you haven't seen it, I saw that one coming too. It was like, oh, really? He's going to go get them? He's going to save it? Oh, come on. But it doesn't, they can't bring out the personality somehow in Superman. He looks like a big, I mean, this was,
I think that's how he was, though, in the early comic books.
I mean,
right?
this is how this is in the most business-like a professional manner possible. The guy's a dreamboat, and I mean
Yes,
that,
absolutely.
of course,
Absolutely.
it's my comfortable in my manhood to say that. But
some Weeder Prime in it.
not a whole lot of Weeder Prime.
Yeah, we need some Weeder Prime in
but not a whole lot of substance to the character, and that's the problem I have. And even this last one was like, I don't know.
Well, what they need to do is stop doing origin stories,
Yeah,
which is
please,
why I
for the
think,
love of God.
I think the new one's going to be better because they're continuing a story.
It's the one with Batman.
Yeah, exactly.
Ben Affleck is Batman. You think it's a thing? You think it's
Yeah,
gonna work?
he's a cutie pie. I kind of
Well, he's
like
playing
it.
an older
And he's
Batman.
troubled.
So it fits a little
Michael
bit.
Keaton worked though back in the day.
He did.
So,
But I think Ben Affleck will work because he's got sort of that Playboy thing anyway and look. And I always think of Batman as a really disturbed and troubled and messed up character. But when he puts a suit on, things kind of get a little better for him. And I think I sort of
I feel
like
the
him
same
as
way.
this character.
Yeah.
Hey, we got
Looking forward to it.
We got to take a break. This has been
Already?
fun. We're going to tell you it's been 20-something minutes. I don't know how long it's been on the air,
Math.
but I know
Just
that
push a button
I know
math,
that there's
who cares?
commercials here I'm supposed to play and whatever how this
All
works.
right,
This is a
all
Friday
right.
Matinee on your hometown station, AM 1220 KHTS.